1 million people were killed in the 100-day Rwanda genocide that began in April of 1994. Reconciliation between the two warring Tutsi and Hutu tribes has been slow, but the San Diego company all across Africa is helping to bring the groups together by creating jobs. Joining me with more is the company's founder, Greg Stone. Greg, welcome.
Thank you.
Now, Greg, your group has been in Africa for a decade. What's the tension like right now, 20 years after the fact, between the two tribes?
So in the 10 years we've been there, we've seen a dramatic decrease in the tensions. When we first started working there 10 years ago, they were releasing tens of thousands of the perpetrators from the prisons back into the villages where they did their killing, sometimes right next door to maybe a widow where they've wiped out her whole family. So lots of fear, lots of tension back 10 years ago.
I know you did a 5-minute information video that we've actually got a portion of where a Rwanda survivor recounts being reunited with his mother after they were separated during the genocide, and that had claimed many of his family members. So let's take a look at that.
When the genocide ended, I go searching my mother in the camp, and just when I arrived in the camp, I found some people who knew my mother, and what I saw, she was coming, crying, and I remember that moment. It was a good moment.
He's very happy that he got to talk with his mother, and I know that was Teo, and he works in your reconciliation workshops. What is your reconciliation workshop? What do they do?
So they're 3-day workshops where we bring perpetrators and survivors together to begin the dialogue and the conflict resolution, and ultimately with the hope of bringing them into reconciliation with each other.
And does it work? I mean,
So obviously it doesn't work within 3 days. It's the beginning in 3 days. Reconciliation is a process. It takes weeks, months, even years in some cases. But Teo is one of our reconciliation ministers that bring the curriculum and the process to get them talking and get them into a place where they can see each other, not as Hutu and Tutsi, but as human beings.
I know another major component of your company helps to create jobs for mostly women survivors with this basket weaving industry. Now we have some baskets here. Tell us about these baskets and how that relates to jobs.
Sure. So what we saw, what Rwanda really needed post-genocide, in addition to reconciliation, was economic opportunity. So we started about 8 years ago bringing baskets back to the U.S. and people responding to them and in a way that you can see how beautifully crafted they are. And so what we found is that that by opening the markets, we've given these women a sustainable jobs, income. The baskets for them now represent education, medicine, food for their families. Their children can go to school because of that money they're earning from the baskets that we sell here in the U.S.
So do you loan them money to get started? How does it financially work that it's opening up the economy for them?
Sure. So the products, so what they're made of is just a sweetgrass and a sisal. So it's something that's found in abundance in Rwanda. We bring designers in that work with them around the colors, and some of the designs are the traditional, some are what we bring in, but typically there's no need for loans. It's something they can do in their own homes. They gather in co-ops and associations. And so we're currently giving over 2,500 women sustainable jobs to make these baskets.
And then where can people buy these baskets?
So you can buy them on our website, allacrossafrica.org, and you'll see them in area stores and things like that.
Of course, we've been talking about the humanitarian importance of Rwanda's recovery, but do you think this country could also be a role model for recovery and how to do recovery in other post-war nations?
I do think that they could be. You know, they've showed extreme discipline. They've showed incredible perseverance to be able to forgive the killers and to be able to grow. Where I've seen the economic changes in the last 10 years have been incredible. So I know that countries that can benefit from them, other area countries, East Africa, all of sub-Saharan Africa can learn something from what Rwanda's doing.
All right, well, we have more on our website, kpbs.org. Greg Stone, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.